Good morning and welcome to Tennessee Valley this morning. I'm Kay Free, your hostess for this morning. And to my left is Mr. Chris Free. How are you this morning, Chris?
Doing well, just checking the weather, see what the weather's going to be like today.
Hey, there's no need checking. It's going to be storms and raining.
Really?
Is it?
Probably.
That's what it is every day.
Well, we got a good chance of it again today. So
do we?
Yeah,
okay.
I think every day just about, this
well,
week.
As
so
long
that's part
as
of
it's
it.
been like yesterday, a little bit, and then it leaves us. It's not an all-day thing. We can handle
I've got
that.
lawn work to get to, though. My yard is getting out of control. My
well, at least you have a
calling.
good excuse for it not looking well.
Well, yeah, I guess. I try to look on the brighter side of things. At least it's getting water, and at least it's green. So.
That's right. And you know what's interesting is, of course, the irrigation system is on and the water's just flowing, and it's raining, pouring down rain almost every day.
Yeah.
And my sister looked out and she said, Kay, why do you keep the irrigation system on when we have so much rain? I don't know, mainly because I don't know how to turn it off.
Well, I'll have to come over and show you. It's just a few buttons.
Is there a few buttons?
Yeah,
well, if I do
we can
it,
get
I
it
probably
paused.
will mess it up, and then we have to have repairmen over.
I think we've got plenty of water.
Okay, so we can turn it off for a little while. You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, the grass sure is growing, let me tell you.
Oh, it is growing. I tell you, I was talking to someone the other day that mows lawns and keeping him busy. I tell you, he said,
sure.
I can't keep up with it.
I know.
So that's a good thing for them.
Well, and then school has started.
That's right. School is back.
You know how I know? I don't have children, but I'll tell you how I know is because the traffic is terrible in the morning and in the afternoon.
Yes,
and I
it's
forget
picking
that
up.
through the summer. I get kind of accustomed to
We get spoiled.
planning my time. Yeah, and now it takes a little bit longer.
You got to plan your day. You got to plan getting around a little bit more.
I know, and the people drive more dangerously every year. Or is it me?
I'm not going to say. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going to say anything on that.
But I can tell you that sometimes I think, where did these people get their license? Or do they have any? That's probably
well, that
part
could
of
be
it.
a little bit of truth on both on those.
I know. But
and I know I've got to get. Well, I'm going to.
You look at your clock. You're watching.
Well, no,
you
I
have
was
to
looking.
get out
I
of
was
here
looking
by
at
7.
no,
Is that
no.
what
I
it
was
is?
looking at that. I was saying, that's the 12th already, and I've got to renew my tags. I'm on in my car, so we were out of town when it switched over, and I've got to do that.
And you haven't done it yet?
Haven't done it yet. So
Okay. Hopefully, the city police and the county police
are not
watching
watching
today because
so
Chris
I
has
can
just
get
admitted.
that. Yeah, so I can get there this morning.
You
and get
better
that
hurry
done.
down there,
I
bud.
better run down there. And, well, don't want to drive too fast.
Well, okay. Now, double trouble. One wrong doesn't make a right. Two wrongs doesn't make a right. Right?
Yes.
Is that
well,
what we're
if
saying?
I tell them I'm going to get my tags renewed, they may give me a.
Okay.
I can go down and see Donna Simpson and let them take care of it. They do a good job down there.
Okay, and the kids are going back to school?
Yeah, they go. They actually, well, they're homeschooled and they go to a school down in Chattanooga and they don't start back until the 19th.
Oh, okay.
So they've got a few days, and I was talking to someone else, Shenandoah Baptist, I think, and some of the other smaller schools around. They're not starting until the 19th.
Okay.
So they got a little bit of break. We're already getting them started on things, and some of their Madeline takes dance, so that stuff's starting back.
Okay.
That's already started back, so we've already started into that schedule, which is
and
quite hectic.
Chris has had quite an exciting summer. His oldest one, daughter, turned 16.
Oh yes,
Got her driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's going to be starting to Lee University.
That's right. Well, Glenda was working on that yesterday. We're supposed to go meet with them today, this afternoon, to talk to them about that for her dual enrollment. We'd sent everything in, and we have to kind of go in and get her.
She's taking 9 hours. Is that right? Something like that?
Something like that, yeah. So we got to sit down and talk with them and exactly how many hours and stuff. But yeah, she'll be taking at Lee already, which is kind of scary, but.
I know, and you
Yes.
have to know Chris is such a protective father that for his 16-year-old to get her license and start to college
to
at
Lee,
the same time is not a real pleasant experience.
We're going to get her a
you.
moped to go to Lee, though. All right, do they even make mopeds anymore?
Well, I haven't seen one for a while, but maybe you
That's
have.
what they
I
had
don't
when I was
know.
growing up. You'd pedal and you could ride or pedal, either one you wanted.
Oh, either one.
Either,
in case you didn't have money for
in
gas.
In case you didn't have money for gas, you'd pedal.
Maybe that's the way our vehicles need to be anymore with the price of gas
so
keep going up.
That's what we had then. So,
I know.
It's been
and then
exciting.
your middle one is 13, or will be in a few weeks, and
Yes,
he
a
will
few
be
months
going
he'll
in the
be-
8th grade,
Yes, Alex will be in the 8th grade, and Oliver will be
taking
starting.
9th grade subjects.
Yes, he's moving along pretty well. Oliver will be in kindergarten.
I
So
thought he started 1st grade this year. No.
Well, yeah, that's right. He'll be in 1st grade. See,
Yeah. He doesn't keep up with it. He's got Madeline at 16, and he's too much on her.
I got to focus on her to keep her safe.
Yes.
Or everybody else safe from driving.
Is that the way it is?
Yeah, that's the way it's going to be.
He said she
So,
does really good, except when she looks off to the left or the right, she just sort of takes the vehicle with her.
Yeah.
And then she wants to apologize. If she almost hits somebody, she wants to stop and apologize
yeah, she wants
to
to
them.
stop and apologize to him if she gets close to him. So,
Yeah.
which is good. That at least she's
Except-
conscious of what she's doing
Yeah.
and knows what to do. So, yes, it's been
She
exciting.
didn't take that after her father, did she?
Maybe.
Okay.
Some of that. I don't know.
We won't go into that.
We won't go
this
into that
morning.
either.
But then you've got soccer starting.
Yeah, we got soccer
with
starting. I'm going to
Oliver,
be coaching soccer with Oliver this year. He wants to do soccer.
the great
so.
sportsman of the South, is
Yes.
going to be
Yeah, he's-
coaching soccer.
Who, me?
You.
No, not great sportsman, no. No, I've coached Madeline one year in soccer, and they needed some help with soccer coaches, so I volunteered. So we'll have a lot of fun. It's a good program.
You
with
like
Oliver.
that. And
I enjoy
Oliver loves
He enjoys soccer.
He
and
enjoys
that
that
age group,
contact
at
sport.
5 years old, you can't mess things up too bad. So they just a lot
Yeah.
of them just run around in circles.
Yeah,
So
they
that
do. Or
makes-
fly. You know, I know Oliver did last year. He just put his arms out and like he was flying around
Yeah,
the
just running around the.
do they call it a field or what do they
Yeah,
call
soccer
it?
field. Yeah,
See, I don't know much
yeah,
about
soccer
it either.
field. I do know that.
And football's starting back.
Yes, football's getting ready to come up. Tennessee football's coming up soon, and all that starting up. So we might go see a game
I'm
again.
purchasing a sign out at Walker Valley
Oh, are
for
you?
the
Okay.
fence.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you about that.
Okay, thank you.
Since this is the time, I was going to let you in on that. And by the way, we have to get it ready to send in because Ginger Savage is taking care of it, and she can push really hard.
So we got.
You know Ginger.
Yeah. Oh, I know Ginger.
Yeah,
yes.
Ginger pushes really, really
So I'm
hard.
gonna
So
have to
I'm
get
gonna
busy
have to
on
get
that.
on the ball and get that done and get it over to her. So
I
we'll get
got
that
to get
done.
on that today. Then I know what's on my
It's
schedule.
good for Chris and I to have this time to sit down of a morning because we really get to discuss some things that we never get to talk about. And things that we need to talk about sometimes,
we
right?
I air it out and get it all out there, and so we know what's going on today.
I know, it's great. But Chris and I sell real estate. We work together, and we're always available for you if you want a listing or you want to sell. Please contact us. And before we go to break, you want to give them some of our contact information?
That's right. You can reach us online at chrisfreekw.com or kfree.com. You can reach us on the website there, or you can give us a call at 423-961-8095, or you can reach Kay at 423-718-6967. I had to think about that for a minute.
I know.
I got you on speed dial, so it's.
I
just
know.
have to
Are
remember.
we not forgetting phone numbers anymore since we have
Phones,
all the
they'll ask me
technology?
Glenda's number, and I'll say, well, she's on the front of my screen. I hold it down, and it
I know.
dials
If
it.
I don't have a
even think
phone,
about
I'm
it.
just completely lost. I told Oliver the other day, I said, are we on the way home correct? And he said, I don't know. Look at your map.
Yeah.
So, he at 5 years old, he just told
Well,
me
he
to look at
wants
my
to
map.
see where we're at, and he'll look up
He
and want to
likes to
see the
know.
map and see where we're going. Yeah, so he'll know where we're getting to.
Okay. Well, we're going to go away for a break right now, and we'll be right back, and we're going to with Lisa Holmes with CASA, and she's got some good information for us. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Don't go away.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability? Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now, Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back to Tennessee Valley This Morning, and with me right now we have Lisa Holmes. Thank you for being here, Lisa.
Thank you for
having me. And we're going to talk to her about CASA. And CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and it's for children, correct?
Yes.
And for Bradley County, and she's really involved in that, and I thought it would just be interesting. I want to learn about it, and I know you may want to understand more what goes on and what we have to offer for children. And what is the criteria for your work, and Lisa?
Well, CASA represents abused and neglected children in the court system. We're the eyes and ears of the judge when he can't really see what's going on. He has so many cases, and there's only so much that he can do with each one. So when you get a CASA, you have somebody that is going to work specifically for that child. We are appointed to a specific child, and we act kind of as their guardian ad litem. In some states they call it the guardian ad litem program, but in our state it's the CASA, Court Appointed Advocate, and we are just what we say, appointed to that child's best interest, and then we relay that to the court after our investigation.
Okay, Lisa, do you take that child from the home and place it somewhere in another place, or do you just work within the boundaries of their home and their family?
It depends. We try to keep children out of foster care as much as possible, but that's not always the case. Lots of times maybe grandma will file for custody of a child because of some things that are going on in the home, and the parents maybe deny what's going on, and so there's some issues there, and the judge doesn't know. So we go out and we investigate, and we make a recommendation for custody. We also work with foster children. If they're in foster care, we work as their guardian to try to get them back into a stable environment with either their parent or with another family member, or maybe even eventually up for adoption, depending on the case.
Okay. How long have you been working with CASA, Lisa?
I've been working with CASA about 4 years now. I started as a volunteer, and I've been actually working for about 3 years now, but in my current position for about 1.5 years.
Okay. Do you have needs for CASA, and how are you funded?
CASA is strictly grant funded. We get no money from the government whatsoever, strictly grants. And you know, we're nonprofit. Our volunteers are trained to be court advocates. They go through a background check, through a strenuous training, and then they actually get sworn in by the judge to be an advocate for the child. And we are getting ready to have a new volunteer orientation on September 10th, and I'm looking forward to that. Usually the fall is our big class, and we get a lot of people come in. We have one in the fall, one in the spring. We have about 30 active volunteers right now, and they can take from 1 case to 2-3 cases, depending on their time, how much time they have to put in, how difficult the case is, and you know, we try to match the child with the volunteer so we can see the individual needs of each person.
Okay. And are you in need of volunteers? Is it always open for people that would like to volunteer or be interested in the program?
We are always in need of volunteers.
Okay.
We do only hold the trainings twice a year right now because of such a long process. But I do a monthly continuing education as well. And we get people who come along in between our trainings and want to. And if we get enough You know, we would do a third training during the year, but September 10th will be our big fall orientation, and I would love to see 20, 25 people come out. It runs about 8 weeks.
Okay.
We have a training center on Broad Street at 230 Broad Street, and that's where we do our training, and we'll just go through the program, and we never just throw somebody out there. You know, it's a hand-led process and very specialized training for our volunteers, and we're really proud of our volunteers.
Is there any requirements that they have to meet prior to coming to volunteer, or they should know some things about it before how much time it consumes of them,
Yes.
and is it morning, noon, or night, and that type of thing, and seeing if they have sufficient time to volunteer?
Yes, we get a lot of our volunteers through Cleveland State and Lee University. Some of the instructors will actually give extra credit in the class if they come and go through the training. Matt Ryerson is wonderful to support us in that way, and that's how I came about being a CASA. Was in Matt Ryerson's law class one night. Suzanne Wisdom, our director, came in and she talked, and I was hooked and haven't left since. And that was back in early 2010, I think.
So are you a volunteer now, or you're on staff?
I'm staff.
You're staff. You went from volunteer to staff.
Yes, I train all the volunteers and go to court, kind of manage the cases, and then I help the volunteers with their cases as they get them.
And you may have already said this and I missed it, but like if I volunteered, I was one of your volunteers, how many people would I be responsible for? Does that depend on maybe how many you have, or what my time limit is?
It depends on your time limit. You know, if you're somebody who can make phone calls. We have one lady who just comes into the office and she does a lot of cases that just need phone call work. They need some referrals out for some family assistance, maybe some counseling, things like that. We have others who are great at doing home studies, and they'll just go out and I can say, hey, I need a home study really bad, and they'll go do that. And then we have others who will take a child in a case and follow him. You know, they visit them at school, we go to the home, and they build a relationship with that child. We never take the child anywhere. You know, that's not something we do.
You're just on their territory.
On their territory, exactly. And then, you know, if the parents have maybe messed up and are trying to get back into the child's life, then we will help that parent work a plan where they can get back reunited with their child.
Okay. And this goes to what age? Children of what age?
All ages, to, we have them from newborn to, 18. If they're a foster child, they actually age out of the foster care system at 18. But I was just certified in a new program that the state has, and it's called Fostering Futures.
Okay.
And so we're going to be taking children when they're like middle school, 12 years old on up, and we're going to mentor that child and help them make decisions about college, about what classes will they take in high school, where will they be living, financial aid, health care, how to take care of themselves, how to do laundry, just anything we can to mentor that child. And I'm really, really looking forward to training my first group of volunteers and mentors on Fostering Futures.
Well, and you're just giving them everyday things that they're going to be doing.
Absolutely.
Survival for everyday living.
Right. And it sounds, you would be surprised the need in this area, the people who just don't know that there are options. And in Fostering Futures, our motto is possible selves. We need to teach people to envision their possible self. Who can they be if all of these barriers are broken down, and then help them realize that they can break these barriers down.
There's so many children that I see that have such potential. They're smart. They know how to get along. They know what to do, or they know how to do. They just don't know what to do or where to go because they have it within them. But getting that out and then processing it and making it and filtering it through it and polishing them and make them into that gold piece that they really can be.
Well, they don't know who they can be because nobody has ever told them or shown them that they can be anything other than what they are.
And what they say, we are what we live, what our
and
environment is.
There's a cycle. The cycle has to be broken. And we may have some parents in who are 20, 21 years old. They would be perfect for the mentoring program to teach them, even though they already have a child they were
Yes.
never taught how to be a parent because
Yes.
they were not parented. And that's our goal, is to reach every person that we can, no matter what their age is. If somebody's in need, we will help them. We refer people to Relative Caregiver Program, which is an institution that is nationwide that helps people who maybe a grandparent is taking care of a child, or an uncle and aunt are taking care of a child. They need some resources. They need to be helped. So there's all kinds of services out there. It's just people don't know what's available.
If you're listening to that this morning and you have some time and you're wanting to do something to help someone else, give Lisa and Casa a call. They need volunteers. You may be the very perfect that's going to help that certain child develop into what the potential really is and lead them on to being something that they never dreamed they could be. So, Lisa, give them some information on how to get in touch with you.
Well, we have volunteers from all walks of life. I do want to say we have teachers, college professors, we have homemakers, college students. The way you can get in touch with us is through bradleyadvocates.org. That's our website.
Okay.
And the United Way has a special page for if you want to go in and sign up to be a volunteer, and it links you right into the application. Or you can call myself at 423-715-9246, or our director, Suzanne Wisdom, is 423-716-1844. I can't believe I did that. I did that. And, we would love to talk to you and, let you know more about what CASA is and what we do.
Okay. And is it okay if Chris puts that information on our website?
Absolutely.
You can go to our website if that's easier for you, and he will have this information up where you can call and the program. And you want to give that information on the website? Yes.
Yeah, you, at chrisfreekw.com is the blog and the website you can go to, and we'll have that in there, and you can just search show notes, and
Yes.
it'll come up on that. We put show notes on there, so you can just search that and it'll come up. Now, one thing, you said you're a nonprofit, and are there things that you need besides volunteers that they can do?
We always need help. We have some people who come in and they'll just donate some time in the office. We have a walk every year. This will be our 4th annual walk, and it's October the 24th. It's in remembrance of Melisha Gibson. Who
I remember that.
And she is our inspiration for what we do. We don't want another Melisha Gibson in this town.
That was the hot pepper, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes, and see, I remember that very clearly.
And our Moonlight Walk is just a way to remember her, and that's our big fundraiser of the year. And then we have a Red Shoe Gala once a year. Did you come to that?
No, I didn't. I'm
It's
sorry.
so much fun. It's so much fun. Just wear your red shoes no matter what kind they are. That's usually in February. And those are our only 2 fundraisers that we do. Other than that, our director, Miss Wisdom, she is writing grants, one right after the other. And Bradley Sunrise Rotary was a really
And we're going to talk about Sunrise
supporter.
Rotary in just a few minutes with Lisa when we come back from break.
And United Way is partnered with us this year as well.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on, and the date for the run is, or the walk or run?
October
The run,
24th.
October 24th.
Check in at 6:30.
And the run will be from where to where?
We start at the old First Tennessee building there at the Greenway, and we walk down to the prayer garden at the Church of God headquarters. And that's usually, we'll turn around there.
How many do you usually have, Lisa?
Oh, well, it's according to who's writing the banner article that year. We have about 200 to 400 people.
Okay.
But we have a lot of support.
That's a pretty good span. Yes, it is. And that I don't go to runs. I do well to walk. And so I don't do runs. I wish I could, but I can't.
Well, this is a walk. It is
It's
a walk. Yes.
I don't do well walking. If you've noticed, very seldom, I just don't have good balance. But anyway, that's my story, and I'll stick to it. We're going to go away for a break. We're going to be right back, and Lisa's going to stay with us, and we're going to talk about the gala coming up for Sunrise Rotary. We'll be right back.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now. Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back, and we still have on the set with us Lisa Holmes from CASA, and of course Chris is right here by my side. And I don't what I do without Chris. Do you?
I don't know.
I try to go a day without calling.
You might get in a few more words. I don't know, because I kind of take over the conversation.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll get off of here and I'll say, Chris, you didn't talk today, and he say, you never slowed down enough for me to say anything. So
No,
you want me to
she's
slow
good.
down right now?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. You're asking good questions.
Okay, thanks.
You got lots of good information.
Lisa is a member of the Bradley Sunrise Rotary, which we meet on Thursday mornings at 7 o'clock, right?
Yes, we do.
We come in just smiling and feeling so good at 7 o'clock. But anyway, we have one major fundraiser every year, and it's coming up on September the 24th, and it's going to be at the museum, and it's called Hollywood this year, a gala. And our guest this year, I'm so excited, of course, that you can tell by my age. We have Bob Eubanks coming, which was on the Newlywed Game, if a lot of you remember that, and he was on several other things, but Newlywed probably put him across the really popular line there for game shows. He's going to be with us, and he's not only going to speak, but he's also going to help with the auction.
The auction, that's what I heard.
It's a very elegant dinner, and it's always very good. We're going to have roaming reporters. We have jazz bands set up. There's a cash bar. We will have valet parking.
Red carpet coming in.
Red carpet coming in. It's Hollywood, so everybody, it's a great place to be. And we're going to talk about that today and what we do with the money and what it costs to get there and to enjoy this great program. We have one major sponsor that is Larry Hill Ford at $10,000. And then we have other sponsors that I won't go into their names right now, but we still have tables available. And there's $2,500 tables, and that's table for 8. And with that, you get advertising, 2 VIP tickets for the after event with Bob Eubanks, photo with Bob Eubanks, and 1 autographed book, which is Bob Eubanks' book, It's in the Book, Bob, is the title of that book, and a table for 8. If you don't want to go $2,500, we do have a table for $1,600, and that is 8 seats for the gala. Also, if you don't have anyone to fill up 8 seats, you can buy 1 ticket for $200. So get all your checkbooks out, and then we're going to do that. But you're working on advertisement.
Yes.
I'm working on registration and guest greeting everybody when you come in, get you signed in, and make sure you have a ticket and an auction number,
okay.
right?
Okay. Yes.
So, and we're doing, talk about the auctions, what all we're going to do.
We're having a live auction and a silent auction, and we're going to be putting together lots of goodies. I think there's a week at a cabin, there's a bicycle, all kinds of goodies for the auction coming up.
Yes, and usually we have guns, and we have some artwork, usually
Football
a mink
tickets.
coat,
Yep.
football
Yeah.
tickets, all sorts of dinners. In fact, I bought one last year, was one of the physicians in town that had a dinner for 14, I think, or a pool party for 14, and they furnished the food, served you the food and all, and I bought that. And then there was one awesome one last year also that I went in with some other people and bought, was the and I can't remember what we called it, but it was at Bonnie Hathcock's home, and it was Godiva chocolates and champagne and movies. And we had the most wonderful time.
sounds
It was
fun.
quite an evening. And she had the lady from Godiva out of Atlanta there to serve the Godivas to us. And we just had a very delightful evening. But there's a lot of things to bid on. It's not just one little item, but they take what's donated and put them together in packages. So one of them was a party with a band there, and I forget, maybe 50 people they could entertain and all that. So there's all sorts of things for you to bid on, and some great ones. Airplane rides,
Yes.
hunting trips. This year we have a safari to
I saw
Africa.
that. I saw that.
And then there's one to another country, and I was trying to think, one's to Africa for safari, and then one of them is a duck hunt or
Duck
something. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of things going to be auctioned off, and these are new ones for this year.
I think Chestnut Hill has 1 or 2 nights on there. And something I always do for the Red Shoe Gala is a boudoir basket. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing.
Is that what you're
Those
gonna do?
are really good. Yes.
Okay, so there's all sorts of things, and Chris will probably put together a Gold Canyon basket,
Yes,
and we're going
yes,
to
I
do a
think
big
we are.
basket for that, and let them auction that off. And of course, we love Gold Canyon candles. They're one of the best, and Chris sells them, so you know they are the best. You wouldn't sell them if they weren't the best,
That's
right?
right. They're
That's
great
what I
product.
thought.
They do the best. They do the best.
So
Yes, they do.
we do that, and then there's so many different programs that or things that we're going to auction off. But you want to be a part of this. It's a great evening. Everybody that's somebody in Cleveland goes, so you want to be among the number. And some of the things, last year we did over $100,000, and a lot of that money, after expenses are taken out and all, then we have money that we give to the different programs here in Cleveland and Bradley County.
Yes.
One of them is the Angel Flight.
Yes, Angel Flight. I know the Helping Place.
Yes.
They get money.
The Caring Place.
Yeah, Caring Place. The
We
Caring
do that.
Place,
We do
yes.
Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat.
We do cancer, the Cancer Society. We do
Women at the Well.
Women at the Well. We did Salvation Army.
Yes.
So we give money to all of these different functions. And then there was one that we gave gas cards for people coming in for cancer treatment that
Yes.
could not afford to drive and make the trip when they had to come in. So we gave them money for gas cards, and they would give them to the patient so that they would have gas in their vehicle to come in. But there's just a lot of things. So this money is not for us to party with.
Right,
It is
absolutely.
money that we give to the needs of our community. That's why we have such great support from everyone, and the people want the tickets, and we don't have a lot of tickets left. So you want to be there, and we want to make it a full house because
we
it needs
do.
to be. It's absolutely gorgeous. It will be the prettiest thing you've seen. It looks like a huge wedding reception, doesn't it? I mean, the elegance is
It does.
just absolute. The ambiance is awesome. The food is going to be not your normal green beans, green bean almondine, as we say, and chicken and that. It's going to be an elegant meal.
Really
So
is.
you will enjoy everything. And let me just say this up front, that the Sunrise Rotary does not buy any of the alcohol. It's all donated. So we always make that clear so people will know that we're not taking the money we make from this function and buy the alcohol. It's always donated.
Absolutely.
So,
good entertainment too. We're going to have some live entertainment.
yes, and your son's going to be entertaining.
My son's going to be singing, and Tamithia Delaney, her and her band are going to be playing and singing, and I'm really excited to see that.
Okay, and Tamithia's in our Rotary Club, and she's excellent. And I've had her to come to the grandchildren for Christmas this last year, and she came as a Tinkerbell.
An elf,
No,
I think
she
it
wasn't
was.
Tinkerbell. Elf.
An elf. Yes,
Tinkerbell. She came. Well, anyway, I get my holidays mixed up sometimes. But anyway, she came as an elf, and she brought candy and all. And the little one, he just could not understand how that elf got to his house for Christmas. But anyway, she did a great job, and she's out there.
Singer.
Excellent
Yes,
singer.
she is.
And David Carroll will be doing part of the auction. He always does, and he always does a superb job with that also. And then, of course, like we said, Bill Eubanks will be doing part of it. But feel free to call me, go to our website. Pat Fuller at Orange Blossom is great. She will have tickets, but we can get you in touch with whomever you need and for how many tickets you need. So please, please consider that. This program and the people watching are just awesome. You all respond so beautifully and so great to all of our programs and what we ask for. And last week I was sharing with Lisa that Christy Armstrong was on the program with the family table.
The family kitchen.
Family kitchen. I always want to say table. Family kitchen. And they feed those that cannot afford to feed themselves. And the Salvation Army lets them use their facilities to do this. Well, everything is donated. They really don't have a budget at this time to even buy things. It's all by gifts. And we said something, or I did, about if you have a garden, please respond. And if you have excess food, call Christy. She got over 200 ears of corn from the program. Somebody saw the program, brought it in. And then she had cash donations given to her also. Thank you so much, because you listen, you want to help fill the need, and we appreciate that. And usually every Tuesday when I'm on the program, we talk to somebody that needs volunteers or needs some kind of support from Bradley County and Cleveland. And just like Lisa here with Volunteers for CASA and their program, you know, there's just so many needs here that we could stay busy all the time. Yes. And it takes everyone fitting into where their position is comfortable for them. And so thank you very much for watching and for answering the call for need. I just wanted to tell you that this morning before I forget it. But Lisa, what have we missed anything on you that we need to take care of?
Just we need volunteers. Feel free to go to our website, go to your website, and we would love to have you.
Okay.
If you have an hour, or if you have 5 days a week, we would love that.
Okay.
Whatever you have.
Hey, listen, and I know people that are retiring right now that have nothing to do, and you need to fill up your time. I was talking to someone the other day, and they said, I don't know what I'm going to do when I retire. I've got all this time. And I said, there's so many programs out there. Go volunteer some of it. And it keeps you young. It keeps you from feeling sorry for yourself.
Yes.
It keeps you from being lonely. And the self-satisfaction of watching someone that has benefited from your time it's just priceless.
It's amazing when
it's
you
priceless.
see somebody that you never thought would succeed. And at CASA, we say we are a voice for the child. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a voice.
Yes.
And you can be a voice too. Just come and I will show you how.
And Lisa has a voice for those kids, and I'm telling you, she's always working with them, and they do a superb job. And I know there's other people that I know very well that work with that program, and it's just an awesome program. Lisa, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having
I just want to say thank you. I hope we have struck a little flame with somebody that wants to come in and help you, and then we'll report about that next time too.
That
okay?
sounds great.
All right, we're going to go away for just a moment, and then we'll be right back. Thank you.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000. Don't look for Chevy Buick GMC in Athens. A $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now. Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back to
Yeah.
Good Morning Tennessee Valley. I thought you said bring them on. Welcome back to Tennessee Valley this morning, and hope you're enjoying your coffee. And like always, I like Danishes, so hope you're enjoying a Danish this morning or something. And you were talking about this. Now it's August 24th. And what time does it start?
I think
Do you
it's
know?
at 6 o'clock.
About
I'm
6
not
o'clock?
positive,
Okay.
but I think the gala starts at 6.
I wasn't sure.
I think so.
And I was reading this, and I did not realize who all he was responsible for. I just thought it was a newlywed.
Yeah, you want to read some of that? This is about Bob Eubanks.
Bob
He's
Eubanks,
an
and I
awesome
did not
person.
realize that he was responsible for getting him here to the U.S. A lot of the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Elton John, Bob Dylan, helping to get them started. That's amazing. I did not realize that growing up. Well, I mean, I wasn't that old at that time, but
I
don't-
was, but I didn't realize
I didn't
what all
realize he
had
was in the
done.
background, I guess, doing these things, getting
Yes.
these guys over here, and that's
He
amazing.
let me say, he has been the most awesome person to work with and getting him scheduled for this gala.
I heard y'all talking about that.
Most of the time, when you get these entertainers or somewhat, well, not somewhat, but very popular, they just have a contract that's almost unreal to fulfill. The requests they have, what they need, what they want, they'll only do this, they'll only spend so much time for this, etc. He has been open to everything, and he says, whatever you need, whatever time you want to have it, I'll do whatever you ask. I mean, everything has just been awesome. It just lets me think that he has quite a great character and great work ethics.
Mm-hmm.
He's not trying to get rich off of our organization, and he's not trying to just get in here, make a name for himself, and get out. He has been willing to do everything. They said it's been awesome to work with him and get him scheduled for this program.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, that's amazing because, like I said, a lot of celebrities and those kind of people don't work well with others like that unless it's under their
It makes me want to
contract.
participate much more because he's that kind of a gentleman than if it was somebody that was really giving us a tough time,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And some of them that are not as popular as he is can give you a rough time sometimes.
That's amazing,
And I don't
but
have
that-
anyone in particular that I'm talking about that we've had,
But
but they have said he's just an awesome person to work with, and his people, his agent and so forth, have just been very accommodating. So
Well,
I
that's
wanted
great,
you to
but
know
that-
that. And if you're thinking and wanting to take your wife out somewhere special for some great event or a friend, take them to the gala. They will thoroughly enjoy it. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's good food, and plus, you can shop.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, and they sell all kinds. I mean, and I didn't go last year. I went the year before.
It was awesome
and,
last year.
And it is an amazing event. It really is. And it's not just going out for dinner or an auction. It's an event.
It's a whole evening.
It's a whole evening.
It
and
is.
It's an event.
A
that
lot
you
of
get to
people are
enjoy.
there. They have a good time. A lot of laughs. The auction is more fun than anything because when they start bidding against each other, it really
It
gets
gets
to
funny.
be competitive,
Yes.
and it's really fun.
Especially when they start bidding against. Now, when I was there, they were bidding against for UT tickets.
Yes.
And that got quite exciting because I think that was the year Mr. Dooley was there.
Yes.
Coach Dooley was there.
And he's long gone now.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
no longer at the gala or the ball team.
Or the ball team. But something they had offered tickets to one of the games, and then he even added in, you can come down on the field. Well, buddy, that everybody
wanted it, right?
Everybody
There's
wanted
always
that
those
night.
added goodies put in on those on that
Yes,
auction.
you never know
when
what
you're there.
happens until it gets there. So,
I know.
Yes.
And so many of the business people in town are so generous and so willing to help us because the money does go for a great need.
It really does.
Yeah.
I've been involved with the organization some, and Rotary does a great job.
It does, and whoever needs the money has to apply for it through the foundation, the Rotary Foundation, which I'm on the board for that. And you have to apply and give your need and give all the statistics and everything that we need in order for us to look through them and decide where we need to get the money. And we try to accommodate most of those that send a request in. And it's just an awesome thing. And we don't just say, here's money and go. We really look at these applications, we go through them, we read them, we discuss their needs, and to see where our dollar from this gala is best used. And that's how we do it. And it's business people from here in town, bankers, etc., that go and we discuss these funds that we distribute. And we were going to talk about the Angel Flight a little while ago. We were talking about that. And Bob Anderson, who does that for our club, he was on our program several months ago. But he has a single engine, I believe.
I think it's
a single engine plane here in town. And what this Angel Flight is, it's people that need medical care, and they do not have the means to get from point A to point B. So they may be all the way across the United States needing to come to Vanderbilt, say, and they will start, say California, we'll just start there at point A, and they will go so far, the leg of that trip with one pilot. They'll get another pilot, and then when they get in this area, Bob will go pick them up and take them on to Nashville. And that's the way this program works, and it's just awesome. And the stories he has to tell are just absolutely heartbreaking sometimes, but still with a lot of joy that he was able to accommodate these people. Most of the time, he takes another Rotary person with him. I don't volunteer. I don't do small planes. So I'm not one of those that volunteers to go with him. But he does an awesome job with this and thoroughly enjoys it. And he donates his time. Our Rotary Club pays for the gas, but he donates his time and his airplane to do these trips.
Yes,
and we want to say a big thank you to Bob right now.
Yes,
because he
really
an
does
awesome
a good job with
that.
But does a great job with it. He sure does.
Yes.
He sure does. That's
because
that's a lot of time.
You got anything else you want to say about the gala or whatever we?
Well, no, I
about?
think I just thought that was really interesting about him. I did not know that about him. About,
yes.
Bob Eubanks. That's
and
really neat.
I'm telling you, friends, it will be a great evening.
Yes.
And we've had some good evenings, but I think this is going to be one of the best ones we've ever had. So.
Where's the gala at?
At the museum.
At the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's at the museum, and
downtown.
you have to have a ticket beforehand. And like I said, it's $200 per person. Or if you would like to take some of your business clients or something to something nice, buy a table of 8, $1,600, and take them as your guest. Also, if you'd like to meet Bob and get an autograph and have a picture made with him and do all of those good things, $2,500 for a table. So, and you get in and you would have some advertising for your company or for yourself. So, call us and let us know because we still have a few tables left and we'd love to sell them to you. We'd love for you to be there. We're going to change topics right now and sort of talk about real estate.
Yes, it's going good. I tell you, we had a busy weekend. I think I was out showing property and talking to listings, and we had open house. We had all kinds of things going on.
I know.
Yes.
And we had a good open house.
Beautiful open house out there, isn't it? That's
Yes,
very nice.
10
house.
acres with a great deck and pool and just a phenomenal 3 bedrooms, 1 room in the downstairs, and then it has an upstairs. It also can have another bedroom that's already ready to
Already plumbed out.
plumbed out for a bathroom and the bedroom, and it's on 10 acres on Jesse Lane, and it's $339,000. We just lowered
Just lowered the price on that
yes.
one.
A triple car garage.
Yes. Well, you got a double upstairs, and then you got
And a double-
nice
and-
large one downstairs that actually holds I think he had a 21-foot boat in there.
And he had that in there.
And with the trailer and everything in there, he said it just fits right in without even getting close to the wall.
And it
So,
has a horse, what do you call that?
it has
ring?
stalls for horses over there, and
Yeah.
then it has a breaking pen.
Breaking pen.
Yeah,
See,
it's got
I
all
don't
of
know
those
horses,
things.
so I kind of
I don't know.
lose that.
That's just what he's told me.
Okay, so it has all that, and it's all cleared. It has a creek running across the back, and it's all cleared land ready to use. So if you're interested in that, give us a call. Also, we listed a little house that is just adorable in Charleston, and it has 3 bedrooms and 1 bath, hardwood floors, and some of them are the older hardwood floors that they have refinished,
Original
which are
pines.
yes, the original ones, and then they have matched it perfectly through the whole house. The kitchen, everything is hardwood flooring. New kitchen, single car carport, and it's on a little over half an acre.
All
And
appliances.
All
You
the
got all
appliances are
appliance
there.
state.
It's move-in ready for $99,900. Great house, new siding. It's an older home that has been completely redone. So you would like this house if you're looking for something in a smaller home. It is a great
And
house.
it's just within a mile, I think, of Hiawassee River and the
Yes,
boat ramp
and
there.
the boat
so you're
ramp.
close
So
to the.
if you
have
want
a
to
boat,
fish
you
and you've
just-
got a little boat and you want or a big boat or whatever,
You can take it right over
it's
there.
right there. So
Yeah.
give us a call on that one. Also on Briarcliff, we had an open house there a couple of weeks ago, and it is 3.59 acres, I believe it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Private setting, beautifully done, beautiful hardwood floors with inlaid designs. A new kitchen with granite and a electric cookstop, high-end stove
Oh,
range.
yes, commercial grade stuff. That's
A master bedroom that's second to none, and a master bath. Plus, it has a huge sunroom off of the bedroom. So it has a great area, and the people there now, the residents, they use it for an office, because she works out of the house. But it is an awesome bedroom suite with ensuite with that. Then it has a full downstairs that could be a kitchen put in very easily with 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a large great room plus double car garage and storage space. And it has all new laminate, high-end laminate flooring
down below.
in
Yes,
the
dark.
lower level. Also, on the top level is a bonus room that could be finished out. The steps are in, it's heated and aired, and it's great to be finished out. And that house is over 4,000 square feet already.
Yes.
So it would be a great house. The other thing is, I was trying to think of some of the other homes that we have
Well, you
right
know
now.
what? I've got one up on Remelia Lane. Which
Yes,
Remelia
talk
Lane
about that,
That's
Chris.
a really great house. It's up on Remelia Lane, and that is off of Eads Bluff area up through there. And it's on just right over 11 acres. And the house sits back on the end of the 11 acres. So it's nice and private back there. You're, I think, 1/10 of a mile from a TVA maintained boat ramp
Yes.
close to that property. And
Was it 3 bedrooms?
it's 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and in the whole house, there's no sheetrock in the house at all. It is all tongue and groove wood, and just really has a country set. I mean, not a lodge setting is what it's like.
In fact, he has lodge out on the
yeah,
on
he's
the-
got an
on the
old
little
lodge
sign, right?
that he used to be when he was a kid. He knew of a lodge and had a sign made up to match it, and so it's really a great place.
And it has
and-
other lots that if somebody wanted to
It
sell
has
them
other
off
lots.
or put.
It has some other lots that are available near that are at towards the front of the property that are
Yes.
actually part of another area there that is attached, but could actually be used if they wanted to add another house to the property or have some relative or something that needed a place to to build a home, there's actually room there to do that.
And what's the
with.
price on that, Chris?
That is priced at $225,900.
Okay.
$225,900.
Okay.
Not $225,900, but
Okay.
$225,900.
And that's 11 acres, and it's close at 1/10 of a mile from the boat ramp.
Yes.
So,
yes, it's
you know,
right there
think
at
about
it.
that
and,
one.
and the house is just so cute. It's really a neat. And the downstairs has tile floor and things in it. So I mean, it's like a lodge. I mean, it's a wood burning fireplace. It's great. And now one thing, to be in where it's at and that far back, they've had a charter run up there. So you have full cable service and high-speed internet, which is nice. A lot of times when you get that far off the road, you don't have those services already available. Normally they have satellite and that, but they had all that put in. So if you work out of your home or something like that, which a lot of people do nowadays, you have access to high-speed internet and those things, which is great. And that's just a great piece of property. But we have, if you come to the website, I'm getting ready to make up a new post of all the listings that are getting to be reduced in price and things that we have on there, because we have several that have reduced their price lately and to have on there. So that'll be up on the website.
Okay, and I wanted to tell them real quick about some commercial property that we have in Dayton. And one of them is Kenny's Bar and Grill, I believe it is, right on Railroad Street. It's been in the family for over 50 years. It is now on the market for $650,000. It brings in a lot of money. It's liquor by the drink, and it is for sale. He will finance part of it himself. So if you're interested in a business that's thriving, a thriving business that you can make money on and pay it off in 3 or 4 years, you might want to call about that. Also, we have the old Sonic building on Highway 27 in Dayton. That price was $495. We have just lowered it to $285,000. That's a steal. It's right on Highway 27 in Dayton. Also, I'm getting ready to put the pawn shop in Dayton on the market, and it's $600,000. There's other things that I have over there, but we'll just let that go. And then we have a piece of property in Ooltewah that is on Highway 11 right there in Ooltewah, and it's 3/4 of an acre, has a building on it, and it's right there where they're building across from Honors Golf Course, and where they're building all of the new little strip restaurants and all, and they're going to be condos behind that, and it's $1.3 million. So we have some commercial things out there, and if you're interested in any of those, please give us a call and let us talk to you. Also on Guthrie Drive here in Cleveland, we have an office building, $499,000. It has suites in it. It could be rented out. It's a great piece of property. At one time, it was appraised for 1 million. So it's a great buy. Listen, thank you for being with us today. And if you're going to buy, do it quickly, because the interest rates are sliding high and the appraisals are sliding down some. So you don't want to wait too long. You want to get in while things are moving pretty good. But anyway, contact us at 718-6967.
423-961-8095, or you can reach us on the web at www.chrisfreekw.com or kfree.com. You can come to either one of those places and find us. The internet's been busy lately. We've gotten a lot of information off the internet. People looking at homes and wanting information about them.
I know, and thanks you, Chris. And it's been a great day today. We've given you a lot of good information. And we will be back next Tuesday morning, so look for us and listen in, and we'll have some more good information for you at that time. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.